unfortunately come over a jump and seen 3-4 guys laying on the ground, and I was heading straight for the frame of another guy's bike. So I didn't have anywhere to go, and before I knew it, I was upside down and trying to get myself off the track with a broken leg dragging behind myself. So I got myself off the track and I just sat there holding my leg, and I obviously was disappointed, and I looked up and seen the disappointment on our manager Auntie's face also, and that's enough to kill anyone. That's something that really hurts. That's what sucks about being a professional athlete, is the injury that comes. Is there's so much disappointment that follows behind it, with the people that work so hard for it, and everything that's behind the scenes. That's something that makes it really tough. But on the flip side, it's something that makes me so determined to succeed as well. Coming from Australia with not a lot of experience racing the World Championship, and was currently running 7th in my rookie year, I think it's a shine of light for me to be able to look forward to next year and get my experience, come back after this injury, and get myself set up. So I'm all set up now, and then come back in 2015, and I'll go to the tracks. I'll know a bit about the track instead of being a completely new track, and I'll be able to try and run up front a bit more with the guys. It was a relief to see that in Holland, they speak a lot of English and they're so nice, and we had a great surgeon. So yeah, we got the leg all operated on, and it's sweet. I cracked a little bit off my pelvis on my hip, so that just gives a little bit of pain, but it's a clean sort of break, and it's just sitting in place, so that's nothing to worry about. And I broke my collarbone also, but it's just sitting in line, so that's going to heal up and be perfect. So there's no, obviously I'll be off the bike for maybe 8 to 10 weeks, but there's no real crazy stuff going on. It's pretty straightforward, just your usual breaks, and just focus on recovering. And in saying that, with the recovery time, I'm really looking forward to going and meeting up with the guys from RedBull DTC and getting myself back on track. That's an important step for me this time, and I'm going to take this time to really focus on my base training and to get my body to where it needs to be. So when I come back, if you do come across these sorts of crashes and stuff, at least you're as fit as you possibly can to try and prevent injuries. For example, we raced in Italy, and it was such a hard packed track that felt like it had marbles on the top, and it was so difficult to ride. And Auntie, he really talked me through it. I wasn't on pace. I was off the pace, and I was able to pull myself back together with the help of him, and come out and claim a 7th in the last moto, which that was a good result for myself, just because I hadn't ridden a surface like that before, and it was truly a tough day for me. So that's something that's disappointing, because we started to work so well together and everything was starting to look forward, and for something like this to happen, it's so disappointing, because you push the envelope at races to try and do the best that you can, and you might take those split-second chances and hope that you make it through and whatnot. But this was purely just going out, doing my motos, making sure that I was safe, and my full focus was to complete the full GP season and get as much experience as I could, and to come over that jump and see bikes laying there and I was heading straight for them, was my gut definitely dropped, that's for sure. The difference from Australia is, as a pro racer, we practice with pro riders, and they have a strong ruling, not just because they like to make rules, but it's a safety thing, that you don't go out on a 450 as a pro athlete racing around, doing your training, and there's a 12-year-old kid out there on a 65 that has probably ridden for 3 days in his life. It's definitely an issue that needs to stop, because it's been going on for so many years now. Just to touch base a little bit on the injury side of things, I snapped both bones straight through the leg here, the tib and fib, and we've got a pin straight down the tibia, and that's the main bone that supports the whole leg, so that's the one that means business. So we've got a pin running straight down there to support that, and then the fibula, he just chills out there, and he just hangs out, doesn't get worried about not being pinned or anything. So that should be sweet. It's a little sketchy for me at first, because I woke up, I went in 4 hours after my crash, got operated on, woke up that morning and had a little bit to eat, and then the physio comes around and says, okay, we're going to get you up and start walking. And I said, hang on, I don't mean to be rude, but 8 hours ago I was sitting on the side of a motocross track holding my knee with my foot facing on a 45-degree angle. I don't think I should be walking right away, but it was a bit of a shock that I can weight bear so soon and get moving around. That's what they want. So it's great for me. It keeps my muscles moving, and I don't get the wastage of muscles. So that's handy. But also another side, got my lovely girlfriend Jillian here with me. She's come over for the season to help me out, and just so happens that she's studying to be a physio. So it kind of is a bit of a bonus. She's been helping me get through and keep the muscles moving and make sure that I stretch everything and do all the right things. So she's been a massive help, and can't thank everyone who's been around me enough. For starters, Jill, and also Auntie. He's the guy who's believed in me, and he's given me the shot on this team. So I gotta give it to him, and mechanic Peppy and UC, Bart, Peter, truck driver Martin, all these guys, they make up RedBull IceOne Racing, and I'm proud to be a part of it.